Hope you guys are having a lovely day. Welcome to vlog number 3. Yeah, 3. Vlog number 3. And today we're going to answer some questions you guys had about the music process. Hey, honey.
What's going on?
It's going well. I have to say, these is it a sofa, called a sofa, or a couch? Couch are pretty nice. Like, I feel it's comfy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a nice addition, sure.
I know. I love your color, though. I kind of feel like we missed on that one. No, I'm kidding. But that, I don't know. I like this color even more. But this is mine. Yeah. So the aqua one. Aqua. So today, we have 2 questions that our followers sent to us. And Gibson obviously is barking in the back because there is no place in the house where we have quiet. No quiet spaces. Joy is sleeping. She fell asleep, so that's the only time that we actually have time to work on music and actually do something. And then when she's asleep, the dogs start barking. I'm sure my friends at The Simple Life know all about it because I always need to mute the call. Well, so first question that we received today. What was the first song you've ever wrote together? Still on Top. Do you remember the first time that we wrote that song? When was it? Where was it?
It was still back in Israel. It was about 6 years ago.
6 years?
Yeah.
I remember when we first recorded. I don't remember when we actually like sat down and worked on the song.
No,
I just remember when we recorded it for the first time outside.
Outside our trailer?
Outside our trailer, yeah. During that time, we lived in a trailer. It was the White Cabin Sessions or something like that. That didn't last for very long.
No.
And so we sat outside. Oh, and I remember we did not have the same lyrics for that song. By the way, Still on Top is a song that we have on our Still on Top EP. Make sure to check it out on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music. But going back to that song, I remember saying, "Hey guys, this is my fiance."
True. Yeah.
And I think that video is on YouTube still.
Yeah.
That was the first time that we ever did something together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it had a few...
Yeah, I remember myself going... the tempo was going up and down the whole song because I was so nervous and excited. And yeah.
Yeah, and it was really hot outside. And yeah, so Still on Top was the first song that we ever wrote together. And David actually was the one that wrote the lyrics for this song, and then it was just in the beginning when both of us in different times we picked up the guitar, and so we only knew a few basic chords, but we were jamming to those chords and we thought we were like on top of we were like, yeah, we have something good. and we were like, okay, Still on Top sounds fair. But do you remember what you wrote this song about?
I think I wrote the song, it was a long time ago actually. I started writing this song in Australia.
In Australia?
Yeah, which was almost 15 years ago.
Oh my God. Was it just the first verse?
Yeah, it was a different thing. It was a completely different thing at the time. And
yeah. I think it only had like one verse, and then we sat together. We wrote the second verse.
We changed the song.
So many times.
So many times.
And then
it's one of those.
Yeah, and we thought that putting the F word in it was really...
that wasn't a good idea. Yeah.
That was not a good idea because the first version had it, and
yeah, it was explicit.
And then yeah,
that has been changed since then.
And I was like
I said, I wrote a song like 15, 16 years ago.
I know. And we changed that. So obviously that song is currently appropriate for everyone to listen. But it's just funny how you start writing songs and they develop, and also you as a human being, you go through things in life.
I was 23, 24
I
at the
know,
time,
I
so
know.
still on top.
Yeah. And then when we recorded this, I think I was pregnant during that time when we recorded in the studio, and yeah, that F word was not
No,
appropriate to that song anyway.
no man.
But yeah, so still on top.
Yeah,
And
that was
that's
the
a cool
first
one.
one.
I know. Second question that we have for today: how do you write your songs, and what is the process? No process. No set in stone process.
No, I think it has been changing all the time.
Yeah, and it depends on who brings the song, like who is
Sure.
the source and has the, I don't know, like the first material or the first idea.
Yeah.
Normally, when I write a song, I find a few chords on the guitar, and I have a melody in my head. Like I will say so. It's all gibberish at that point. There's no lyrics, and I'll just find that melody. Normally, it's a chorus, right? It's not even a verse yet. Not many chords, also like 4 chords, because like I need to move. It's hard for me to get stuck on a lot of chords. So I need something that has a good flow, and then the melody comes to place, and only then I start writing lyrics. But at the beginning, they're just the lyrics that are there to fit the melody. It's not something brilliant or sophisticated. It's just like, okay, these lyrics, they match the melody, they match the tempo, they work together with the song. And then I sing it to David, and David is a lyrics person, and I'm like, just ignore whatever I'm saying, just listen to the melody. And I know it's only just 4 chords, but bear with me for a second. And then little by little, I start thinking about a story that I want to tell, and then those lyrics develop into something way different. But that is basically my process, just because I need to sing it. I'm very limited with the guitar, so there's so much that I can do with it, but my vocals have a better flow, and they're like, there's no limits in that area. So that's why everything is a tool to help me write music using my voice. How do you write your songs?
I think it has been changed from song to song, and some of it, the inspiration will come on the lyrics, and then like My Daughter's Heart will be based. I've been inspired by a story that became a song. And then I would write, and from that moment on, I'll start looking for a melody. I'll just start pick up the guitar, messing with stuff, and not a whole lot of theory behind it. A lot of trial and error for sure.
I'm the theory person. I'm like, this is what we should do.
No theory at all, pretty much. I usually go back and try to. I was like, oh, okay, that makes
Brilliant.
sense.
This is what I was trying to do.
Yeah, I was like no clue, no clue on the chords either. It's just like I'm messing around with shapes and ideas, and moving around on the neck and try to find something that I like. Then I'll bring it to you. We go. It's just back and forth.
Yeah.
And I think some other.
I think the cool thing about you is that just because, like I'm the theory person, and just because you have a little bit of theory, but it's not limiting you to a point that it's affecting your creativity.
No, it's not.
So it's endless. You're like, I don't care if this is like something that, theory says this is a no-no. Let me just try to, if it doesn't sound good, then I'll feel it. And then you come up with these shapes because you move, like your hand moves on the guitar in like different shapes. But for me, it's easy for me to find out those chords, because it's normally like the same shapes that you kind of like have the habit to use. And then we'll just use an app and we'll be like, what is this chord that he's playing? I'm like, oh, you found a really nice chord. And sometimes the app would be like, there's no chord like this.
It actually happened several times. It's like, there is no such chord. I was like, I don't know,
like,
it sounds good. So I guess there is a chord now. But
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, and then, I don't know, like, you'll go back and when you get obsessed.
Yeah.
Like, you find something and a lot of times they'll bring a song to me, and I'm one of those listeners that, like, I listen for something for the first time, and if it doesn't catch my ear, like, if it's not something that rings, I'm like, okay, next, we need to move on. Like, I don't like it or something like that, and you're like, no, I need to convince you this is good. And so you always you're always in the process of selling the music to me. And then once I'm sold, we start working on it together. And then normally when he writes his lyrics, there's a huge story behind it. Just like My Daughter's Heart, that's a song that really touched my heart. Just what he wrote it about, and then the way he played the guitar. And so I just added the rhythm and my vocals, and it keeps developing. And I'm sure even like the last version that we recorded, that's gonna change so many times until we actually go to a professional recording studio and record it. But yeah, no process. No, we just, I think our go-to is, we both have full-time jobs and we have our little family that we're building. So our process is, the minute everyone's asleep, this is the time that we need to go into the studio and start working. So whether we're working on something new or trying to improve something that we already did, or even working on covers that inspire us, just to get an idea of like how to write a song and what really touches our heart. But yeah, well, this is nice. Send us more questions, because I don't think we ever have these conversations. It kind of like happens.
Yeah.
But unless you guys send us more questions, these conversations don't really happen, in the day-to-day busy days that we have. So thank you so much for your questions, and keep following up on all our vlogs, and also any recordings that we're uploading and will upload. Catch up some of our music on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, a little bit on TikTok too. We do not have a Twitter, because I really don't know what to say on Twitter. I'm just like, it's just a lot of time to invest in it. So as a mom, I think it's hard. But we're really trying to get our music out there, and we're working very hard to bring the best product to you guys. So thank you so much for being on this journey with us, and we really, really appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
But at least I've got my honey. I got my honey. So I guess I'm still alright.